Hello, I'm Angel, and this is Healthful Choices. I thought we'd spend the day together so you could see what a typical day in my life looks like. It's time to wake Armani up. Armani, it's time to wake up. You ready to go for a walk? Okay, okay. Let's go. My boss brought in candy yesterday. I was strong because my willpower is better during the day than in the evening. But I suspect that it's only a matter of time. So I have to come up with a game plan, right? Game plan for not eating candy at work. It's just sitting there, very, very close to where I sit. Proximity is a thing, right? It makes temptation harder to avoid. That's why I can't have the candy in the bowl at home for Halloween. Done with my run. I did 2 miles. First, a little over a mile and a half without walking. Second half mile, just a little bit of walking. So time to cool down, get some breakfast, get ready for work. I am leaving now to meet my friend for our morning walk before work. Let's go. I've been thinking what I really need to do is come up with a game plan for Thanksgiving. Halloween wasn't that bad. It's just my husband and I. He's not really that into candy anyway. So me saying, I don't want to get candy to pass out to trick-or-treaters this year wasn't exactly the end of the world. But I can't cancel Thanksgiving. It needs to be one meal and no leftovers. In the past, what we would do when we were 2 people eating for 2 people instead of 2 people eating for like 8 people, we would buy like one of the small turkey roasts, and then we would just make enough vegetables and mashed potatoes and Yorkshire pudding and buy just one pie. And that worked out really well because maybe we would have some pie left over, but we wouldn't have all the other stuff left over, and then we were eating all this food day after day after day. So maybe we'll think to do something like that. Or swap some things out. Like I saw this great recipe for butternut squash mac and cheese. I think that looks really good. So that would be a great alternative to traditional mac and cheese. And maybe a couple of other substitutes like that. And then of course, keeping, the amount of food that we prepare low. And then maybe get like the individual pies that are only like, that big instead of an 8 serving pie. Let me know down below, what are your plans for Thanksgiving? How are you going to tackle Thanksgiving? Another thing I could do is that I know some people were talking about like when they have a cheat meal or they know that there's something coming up and they're going to end up cheating that day, they sort of bank calories, because it's not that you're counting calories for a single day. It's like you're counting calories for an entire week. Maybe I could, not eat my little mid-afternoon snack or only eat half of it and bank 50 calories a day for a week, and that would give me 250 more calories for Thanksgiving. Maybe? I don't know. Or maybe I should do all of those things. This is an iconic image for Dayton. This is called Deed's Carillon, and a carillon is a bell tower. And I don't know if the bells are coming up on camera very well, but at the top there are bells. And in this little box here is a room where a person called a carillonner sits down and has a bunch of levers and it's kind of like an organ. Levers at hand height and levers at foot height, and he pounces on the levers and then a small hammer strikes the bells. I'm so hungry. I'm not usually hungry, but I think maybe the run this morning is getting me. I ran my fastest split time on my 2-mile run this morning. It was 12 minutes and 39 seconds was my split mile time. So the first mile was probably the slowest mile because I run uphill and then I run downhill in the second mile. So I'm a little bit tired in the second mile, but I'm going downhill. It kind of makes up for it, right? Work is over. Time to go home. I think my husband is roasting more vegetables for us tonight, but I don't know for sure. But I'm sure whatever he chooses is gonna be great. And now we're on our way to Target to get a new pan because our old pan is really bad. So a new pan.
Yep.
I think that's everything. But you know how Target is. You go in for one thing and you end up leaving with like 18 million things. So we'll see how good we are at sticking to this one thing trip to Target. And that's it. That's my day. I try to be in bed by 9 p.m. and a lot of people make fun of me for that, but they don't get up at 4 in the morning. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.